Hey guys, I am going to try to give you the quick summary of today's activity. So, the substitute's there. He is going to give you your group assignments after this video. I've tried to put you into groups of three. There are some groups of two. I'll explain what the groups of two can do so that we fairly finish things. So, the big thing when splitting you into groups, I tried to think okay, who had a pretty good understanding of Tinkercad, who had a good understanding of Corel Draw, how would those groups kind of work together? I know not everyone will love their groups, but I tried, guys. I just had to get you so that we can make sure something gets done. Your group will be getting a grade. Each person in the group will get the same grade. You will have a chance to let me know on Monday if somebody in the group was not pulling their weight. Your group will have the chance to tell me, and then I might consider maybe altering their grade differently. Overall, I want you guys to work together, and I want you to try to get this done in this one class period. Okay, it should be possible as long as you're working. So here's the quick scoop. I'm not going to read everything from these slides because you'll have a chance to look through. Basically, right away when you get into your group, you should move and sit with your group. Everyone should take their laptops or your Chromebooks. At least two of you will need your laptops. One person could get away with just using their Chromebooks. But add in all of the group members' names down below. Basically, anytime you see a gray box with click to add text, you need to type into it. So you're going to add the names there. And then the next slide is just reminding you that you should pick one person, okay, and that person should share that Google Slides with the rest. This way you guys can all add to the same slideshow. I know you will all have your own copies in Google Classroom, but this keeps your group kind of together. So what are you doing? There's a couple different tasks here, okay, but basically you are going to be planning out lighted house signs. If you remember, at each house, there's like a green sign hanging from the ceiling. It's got like the room numbers on it. This has been kind of a conversation I've had with Mr. Strobel mostly at this point of making new signs for these, maybe adding some lights so they stick out. They're kind of fun, kind of creative. So if I really like your designs, I might actually use them. So there's three tasks. The first one, finding or designing an LED circuit in Tinkercad, kind of like we did with our online circuit practice. The second task is designing two house signs for one grade level. So if you choose to do 8th grade, you're going to make a delta sign and then separately make an omega sign. And then the third one will be telling me why I should choose your signs. Just a little writing prompt in there for you guys. You'll pick your grade level. That'll tell you which houses to do. And then I've tried to color coordinate. So the different job roles, you'll click and tell me who is doing which and then what house. And then if you're doing Tinkercad, you need to complete the green slides, the house signs, the blue and the purple ones. Now it's going to look a little unfair. So if I kind of slide over here, there's 3 green slides and 1 blue and 1 purple. That's just because on the green slides, I'm kind of walking you through it a little bit more than I do on the blue and the purple. Basically, if you are doing the Tinkercad circuit, you are trying to figure out, okay, how many lights can we get? We're going to make a big sign, so we really need to make sure it's lit up enough. Otherwise, it looks kind of silly. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to add one 9-volt battery, and then you're going to add as many lights as you can and wire them and make sure they actually light up. Okay, so you're trying to figure, okay, what is the correct number of LEDs to this battery so things still light up and I can see those lights. So that's kind of what it works you through here. It's going to have you calculate your resistance. I've walked you through it. Your battery voltage minus the number of LEDs times 2 divided by 20, that's your resistance. Basically, then you add in your resistance, you evaluate those lights. Does it work? Does it not? Yada, yada, yada. And then I'm going to say, hey, I want to double it all, okay, because we want more, okay? So the first 2 slides, you have one 9-volt battery, but then at the very end, I'm going to have you add a second battery, double your number of lights, double your resistor, add a screenshot there. Did it work? Is it bright enough? For the other people, so if you have a group of 3, you'll have one person on the blue side, one person on the purple side. If you have 2 people in your group, you can choose either one person does Tinkercad and one person does one house sign, and then you could just do the blue one, or one person does Tinkercad and then the other person does 2 house signs. Up to you and how well you can use your time to get things done. If you're a group of 2, I'm not going to hold it against you if you don't get all 3 of these, the green, blue, and purple done. Okay, after that, you should type in your response. You guys can work on that together. I'll type in there or have one person type while the rest talk. I forgot to say this for the house signs. Okay, make sure you put in the sizes. They have to have large, easy to read font from a distance, and make sure you have at least one image or design on there. So that's today's project. You will get a grade for how much you get done today. Make sure you're adding screenshots. That's why you need to share this slideshow with everyone. And then in your groups, hold everyone accountable. Get your work done. Okay. You're a team. You need to work together. I'm not asking you guys to be best friends in those groups of 3. I'm asking you to get your work done. If you have any questions, you can keep them until Monday and we'll go over it then. But next week, we're going to continue on with our lighted signs and we're going to try to finish that project. I hope you guys have a great time. You'll get your groups next, and then let's just go ahead and get to work, see what we can get done.